Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Ooh. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review and recap for Chasing Dallas Season 3, Episode 6. When life gives you lemonade, turn it sour because you petty and mean. So we at the lemon squeeze. We gonna see what happens. It's an hour and 25 minutes. Let's go on and jump into this. Okay, so we come back to December and the Trey Howard's sit-down situation. They've separated them. They get Trey Howard to take Wusa and bring it down. They bring them back in. Reese is still like, I feel like your issue is not one that cannot be resolved. It's not that deep. They come to they are not at a meeting of the minds, but they're like at an uneasy truce. You don't talk about me, I won't talk about you, and we just gonna leave it right there. And that's as good as it's going to get for now. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for anything more than that. That's all y'all can give right now. Then that's what we'll take. Okay, so the lemon squeeze has started. We already. Premiere, where are you? Were you invited? Did you get an invitation? How did you get here? Don't think you're supposed to be here. Confused as to why Premiere is here, but okay. And he's sharing the seat with Carrie D. That's what really threw me. Who plus one Premiere when there's no space for a plus? Oh. I don't understand. I'm confused. Okay, so but they're not gonna tell them get out, you can't participate. So they go around the table. Everybody's not hashing their issues out just yet, but they're putting what issues they would like to hash out on the table. So everybody goes around and says something. Ariel said a cure for COVID. Girl. Okay. Carrie D said accountability. I said Dior said a better way of getting to the bag. George said pureness and realness. Reese said clarity and understanding. Robert Ray said being 100. Premier said closing chapters. I can't remember what Markel says, but it's something like being done with some. I think that's. I don't even. George, you have me speechless. I am legit like I don't even I don't even know how to like I don't even know how to respond. Maybe something is wrong with me. I never saw extended an olive branch with a birthday gift to someone who. Okay, so let me preface this by saying I am a Scorpio, and once you and I are no longer on one accord, it is literally like you died. There will be no birthday gifts. There will be no acknowledgement of your presence. There'll be none of that. It's like you died. You could be on fire in front of me. Child, anyway, so where we going to brunch? Like, cause at that point, like my inner sanctum and inner peace and inner the walls are so high And the moat is so deep to get into the inner courts to where Ebony resides. Once you in, the only way that you can fuck it up and get kicked out is you have to do something. But once you're out, you're out. And there's no coming back from that. Not to say that we can't be cordial. We can be cool. I just don't fuck with you like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So this would never be my personal testimony. I'm not sending you no gift, no olive branch, no nothing. The most that you're going to get out of me, and then I'm going to keep it pushing. If we're in the same building and I don't fuck with you, we're at the same gal. You know, George seeing him trying to extend the olive branch by sending a birthday gift as being tacky just seems odd to me. That's just me personally. But he's entitled to his feelings. They're valid, and that's his experience with the whole situation. But the gentle, classy read that you just laid upon Reese about him getting some help and him being the common denominator and having had an issue with everybody at the table except for Robert Ray, because Robert Ray is brand new. It's not like he's telling any falsehoods, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you have had an altercation with everyone sitting at that table. And so what common sense tells us about this type of situation is that if you having situations with everyone and the only common denominator, beloved, is you. You are the common denominator in all of these. So it can't always be everybody else is wrong and you are always right, and everybody's just coming in. Now, every once in a while, yes, a broken clock is right twice a day. But if you have had an issue with every single person, whether you fixed it or not, at some point you need to look at yourself. At some point you have got to look in the mirror and do a self-check. I do a self-check all the time. To make sure, because I know when you're in the picture frame, you can't see the whole picture. So sometimes you got to step out of the frame, turn around and look at it and see what it really is. Even if you are the one with the horns in the situation. And then you need to self-evaluate and self-check yourself. Listen, I'm stunned speechless by this. I was not expecting this. But I'm about to see Reese's response to what George said, because I had to check and see if the little bit of hair I got left back here was still there, Jesus. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going and looking, because Reese didn't really give a response to what was said. He was like, okay. And we moving on to Ariel. It felt very passive aggressive. Maybe he's just waiting until his turn and then he will speak to what was said. I don't know. But okay. All right, let's keep going. Premier has a lot to say for somebody who wasn't even invited to this. What is the issue? Okay, maybe I need to watch it some more, because I'm trying to figure out. Excuse me, because I got a little crop top on. You're gonna take these rolls today. Get you some honey butter. What is Premier's issue with Reese? I didn't even know he had an issue with. I'm so confused about. I'm so confused. again, Premier has a lot to say for someone. He had a whole written out thing for someone who wasn't even invited to this particular event. And then he's like, Reese blocked him because he said he can't keep friends. And the longest friend that you have is because of default. And then he tried to... my mama is a big believer in the sandwich method, where superlative, correction, superlative. But this felt like correction, correction, correction. But you got a good heart. Correction, correction. You're a demon, and I hope everybody is released from you. And this is what got me, because he kept saying about you have these alliances. And Robert Wade was like, I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm trying to learn. I just got here. And he was like, well, we don't mean you, Robert Wade. And he was like, oh, I'm just trying to, can I live? Can I get to know people? Jehovah Jireh, right now, just provide clarity and understanding and healing. Amen. Because this a lot. This, oh my God. Now I am a strong person, and the Scorpio in me, I would be blanked faced, and you probably wouldn't. He really, truly, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I don't even know. Okay, like I was saying, the Scorpio in me would have set their blank face and not giving you any response. Because at this, I personally, because it is back to back, would feel attacked at this point. Like I would feel like I was under attack at my own event. But we gonna see what it's a little bit more clearer now. This is about when Premier was on the show and Reese said that he did coke. And then YB got rolled. How do we get into these situations? Because I think he's referring to when the Justice League was interviewed Reese, and we talked about the coke allegation. I don't remember. But he said he's not responsible for anything that's said on the show, even though he had already, I guess he had personally apologized to Premier for saying it. I'm going to go ahead and press play because I'm stunned. Do you hear me? Oh, Jesus. Baby. At this point, it looks like Reese can't say nothing. And I feel like if Reese opens his mouth and says anything in defense of himself or anything that he has said and or done, everybody is going to immediately jump down his esophagus. So, like, I don't even know how this is going to resolve itself with them, if y'all are not going to believe, y'all, I'm stressed, and this is not even happening to me, y'all. Chill. Okay, because we at commercial break. Let me see, because this is a lot. Oh my God. So Amani Van Zamp's assessment for the week. There was no assessment. She praised Ariel and Trey Howard and passive aggressively shaded Reese Markel, and I feel like December. That's the thing that happened. That's what happened there. And we're moving on. Oh God, so it's starting to devolve. Jesus, fix it. It's got to be the most uncomfortable table. I would have drank that whole pitcher of weed lemonade because anxiety, and I can't. It's too much. So now there was an accusation of Reese. There's an accusation of Reese saying that he wanted Markel's show not to come down. Reese said he never said that. He never said he didn't want the show. He said not to. He never said not to bring it back. That it shouldn't be on the channel. None of those things. And they got Dario on the phone. Dario confirmed whatever it is that Markel had to say about Dario saying he was not the one that said he wanted to. He never said that he was going to take the show down. So confusion and delusion. And then in this realm of people stealing shows, Premiere pipes up out blue, talk about, but if we really want to talk about it, you stole the retreat idea from somebody else. And Reese was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, my friend in Houston, we can get him on the phone right now. He was like, well, get him on the phone. And then Premiere is then all of a sudden, Premiere is like, this is some fake shit, and he getting up to leave. Listen. There's an unedited version of this because there's a lot of editing done to this. I would like to see the unedited version of this. I don't care how long it is. Show the unedited version because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's missing and cut out and spliced up. I want the unedited version of this lemon squeeze situation. As uncomfortable or whatever it is, we would love to see it because I feel like this is a lot. You mean to tell me after all of that, the only thing that you got out of it is that you might want to extend the olive branch to Carrie D and have a conversation with him? I'm just going to say this here. This makes me look at Reese's recent live about vloggers and bloggers and reviewers very differently. It comes off as very preemptive because he knew this was coming, and to try to cut ahead of the dragging that's going to come from this from some people. It's giving me I know this train wreck is coming up, and before y'all can get to dig into my ass, I'm going to throw a bunch of guilt and misdirection at y'all about being careful with how you make judgments and you give opinions and constructive criticism with no solutions, things like that, because to prevent you from dragging over this lemon squeeze and everything that was said. Wow. Now, I could be very wrong. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then so be it. I will take being wrong. But honestly and truly, I have dealt with some manipulative, narcissistic men in my life. This is giving me very much, I'm trying to play chess while everyone else is playing checkers. But we see you. And we can see through, I see it clearly. Jesus Christ. Okay. let's go on with the rest of this episode. Okay, so Robert Ray is officially my favorite person on this show. He was like, yeah, I just had to get Reese together because I felt like they was all coming for your neck and you didn't stand up for yourself. Not saying that you got to read them or do anything like that or make them look bad or feel bad about them, anything like that, but stand up for who you are. They coming for who you are as a person, your mental, your brain, everything that is Reese G, and stand up for yourself, nigga. Okay, wait. Let me rewind. My bad. I'm so sorry. And please, no disrespect intended. We had a beautiful scene where George went out to his father's grave to spend some time and reminisce and spend time with his dad. And that was absolutely beautiful. And then we skipped to this tarot reading party that Markel is having. And they're outside. Who's this? Robert Ray, Trey Howard, and Reese are outside waiting because when they got there, the party wasn't set up. And he's already throwing shade, talking about it better look better than what I did because you got me outside standing here waiting. Child, we gonna see. We gonna see what happens. Who invited Eric to this situation? I forgot he was part of the cast. I have a feeling this is gonna go real left. So, in the midst of this oh God, I received it. Hallelujah. In the midst of this whole tarot card situation, now Robert Ray is trying to straighten the issue between Reese and Markel. Markel sent out a text message, like an olive branch, to check on Reese. Reese said he never got it. Markel thinks he's blocked. Well, he just actually texted an old number of Reese's and not the original, and not his new number. And so they are trying to resolve that issue when apparently Eric James jumped up and left in the middle of them talking because he was leaving because he felt like somebody was going to jump him. I got cold. I had to put my grandma sweater on. What? Okay. No one was talking about you looking. No one said anything to Eric that was rude or out the way. You was a guest just like everybody else was a guest. Then he got mad because Robert Ray's brother texted him. He's like, where you at? He was like, oh, I'm at this kid party situation. You come through. So they came by, and I assumed that Eric thought he was important enough to think that people needed more than one person to beat his behind. So in his delusions of grandeur, he decided to get up. Girl, what nobody? Okay, daughter, you the most for no when the least will do. What? And then literally Robert Ray comes back in his confessional and be like, first of all, beloved, Robert Ray said, if I wanted to get you, you'd have got. Like, that's not what this is, beloved. What you... It's giving delusional. It's giving grandeur that you don't really have. Sugarfoot. No. Okay. So, a lot has happened. So we're at Trey Howard's Sip and Sale, and it's this event he threw on. There was a fashion show, artists performing, vendors there to sell their wares. It's very nice, very cute event. Wonderful. So George brought as his plus one, Mr. Womack. Things are going to take a left turn. Like, I can feel it brewing. This is in my shandana. Also, the best part of this was Ariel showed up in this outfit with the red fringe and her titties out. So Ariel comes to her confession. She's like, let me explain why I'm dressed like this. Because I'm supposed to perform. Okay, got it. Because I thought either she was just coming from a performance. That was my thought. I thought she was either coming from or was going to. Because that's very much a performance outfit that she had on. I'm just waiting for the Reese and Carrie D are about to have a conversation. I guess they're gonna bury their hatchets and things. But at this point, that's irrelevant to the explosion that's going to happen with Big Body Womack. So I'm waiting for that explosion to happen. Yeah, this is going just about how I thought it was gonna go. Oh God, not Trey Big Body Benz Womack acting like it won't never nothing between him and not him acting like it won't never nothing. Wow. Well, at this juncture, the reputation, according to the show, that Big Body Benz Womack has is that he tells untruths and don't take accountability for his actions. So this is just par for the course for him. This is what he does. So I don't. Well, yikes. This is not a good episode for Reese at all. That's how the episode ended, with them arguing about what it is or what it ain't. Yeah, this is a lot happened. This was a lot. This took me 2 hours to get through. Jesus, Father God, oh my God. Yeah, look, because I'm going to assemble the Justice League so we can talk about this, because this was a lot. Look for us in the distance sometime before the weekend is over. But, ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a kid, and